We got the return of the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. Seemed like somebody sailed off with the WWE writing team. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Seemingly feels like they're in that post-WrestleMania lull. You remember the lull that Vince always used to put his team through. We made it through WrestleMania, pal. Now we go on autopilot until next year. Hopefully that's not the case with Triple H. Certainly seems it. Kairi Sane returns. We got Money in the Bank qualifiers tonight. Jey Uso goes one-on-one with not Sami Zayn, maybe, with Braun Breaker. As Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk integrate themselves into the turmoil before Saturday night's main event. Logan Paul also calling out Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. That takes place on Saturday night's main event. But Gunther has a problem with that as well. He wants the winner. He's getting the winner on June 9th in Phoenix for the World Heavyweight Championship. Outside that, I don't really know what to tell you. Outside that, I don't know what to tell you in regards to Monday Night Raw. You see, some people will agree. Some people will disagree. Monday Night Raw is held at a higher level. Let's get that out there right up front. Monday Night Raw is the $5 billion. Well, how much are they making? $500 million on Netflix? They are the A show. They are the A show. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. I don't want to hear any complaints. They are the A show. They should be properly set up as the A show. Do you feel that Monday Night Raw has been the A show? Coming out of WrestleMania. I'm talking about coming out of WrestleMania. Raw after Mania was great. We were all excited about this new group with Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker, but I'm not really feeling A-show vibes from Monday Night Raw. I'm not. You see, the thing is with me, sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to catch on. Sometimes I just want to enjoy and try and find the good in things. I always try and find the good in things. If it's just blatantly bad and it's just bad from top to bottom, we usually do that on Wednesday night. It is very slim pickings to find something that is good or a story on Wednesday night. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. In WWE, it was never that difficult to find the story. I am struggling to find where the true story is here. Why is it so phoned in? Is what I want to know. Why is WWE seemingly phoning these shows in? I said it a couple of Wednesdays ago. If you guys want an AEW wrestling heavy from WWE, they could certainly do it. They got the manpower and the wrestling talent to do so. I didn't think that WWE would take me up on that offer and physically go and do that. Friday Night SmackDown has produced some pretty damn good fucking wrestling the last couple of weeks. I mean, this show tonight had a great tag team match with AJ Styles and the Judgment Day. AJ team with Penta against the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Great tag team match. The wrestling is not difficult to find on these shows. It's the story. Now, again, I'm going to say what I say about AEW Dynamite. There are stories, but when people say, oh, JD didn't say, he said that there's no stories over there, JD from NY206. Sure, there's stories, but the stories aren't good. The stories aren't good. WWE has stories. Their stories aren't good. Right now, I'm waiting for this Rollins and Braun Breaker thing. Where's it going? All we know is Rollins wants the world championship. It's great. What are we doing in the meantime to get there? They're going to weaken Jey Uso until he gets to Rollins. That's not a story. That's not a story. That's just me waiting. I'm sorry. If you think that's a story, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's not. It's lazy is what it is. Where's the story? They had CM Punk show up at the end of the fucking show, 2.5 hours in. You mean to tell me you have a show without Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and CM Punk, and you physically have CM Punk in the building, and you don't use him but for 4 minutes in the main event closing segment? Who made that fucking decision? Yet you want me to sit here and fucking openly glaze garbage. How do you look at me yelling at you? Not really yelling at you. I'm yelling at the show. How do you look at me complaining about a pro wrestling show for 2.5 hours, knowingly they have CM Punk in the locker room and they don't use him all show? Who the fuck made that decision? What are we doing? Where is the story? Where is the excitement? South Carolina showed up. I thought this was the hottest crowd that WWE had post-WrestleMania for the last several weeks. They showed up. They enjoyed what they got tonight. David, what should CM Punk do? You have the best talker in the history of the business. What do you mean what the fuck CM Punk should do? Serenade me with story. Oh, but we gotta wait. We gotta wait for it, JD. Wait for what? What am I waiting for? Oh, but they filled 17,000 people at some fucking unknown arena in South Carolina. Great. The fuck do I care? WWE, they have Backlash, which was 3 weeks after Russ. I hope you guys understand this. WWE has Backlash 3 weeks after WrestleMania. Pieced together card. It was a fun show. It was a fun show. Was it a PLE? No. No, it wasn't a premium live event. No, it wasn't. Was it good? Sure. Would I have spent $50 on it and been happy with it? No. No, I would not have been. 3 weeks after WrestleMania. Then we're going into Saturday night's main event. Saturday night's main event should be a big deal. You only get 4 of them every year. 3 weeks after Backlash, we got Saturday night's main event. 2 weeks after that, we got Money in the Bank. And that's on June 7th. And then 3 weeks after that, we got Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. So we got WrestleMania, Backlash, Saturday night's main event, and then Night of Champions. We got 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Things get lost easily in the short build, in between shows. You can't give me captivating television. You can't give me things that are going to resonate. You can't give me stories that are going to be fulfilling and rich and interesting, going from one show into the next, into the next, into the next, into the next, so haphazardly and so quickly. There's a problem. The calendar that WWE has right now coming out of WrestleMania reveals the answers. You can't do it. Which is why I don't understand sometimes that AEW's got weeks in between fucking shows and they still fail to put together a fucking show. Look at Double or Nothing. Look at Double or Nothing, man. They have pieced together maybe one of the worst Double or Nothing cards in the history of the company. All that time, and they have no effort. All this time, WWE's got all these shows, and everything is just kind of being pieced together. We'll do this there, and we'll do this here, and we'll do this over there. Which means shows are going to happen where we need major talent that are not going to be on those shows because you got to save them for something else. WWE. JD reads the chat, so talk about him at your own risk. I do read the chat. If anybody's got a fucking problem, they can go leave the chat right now. I don't really give a shit. I'm sorry, man. This is a discussion that you need to hear. WWE is not as hot as they think they are. They are not as hot as you think they are. They are not as hot as the IWC thinks they are. I don't give a fuck which fan base vehemently hates me or not. It's like the fucking wind. It blows one day in one direction. It blows another direction on another day. I don't give a shit. I am not feeling anything right now. And that is from me to you on both shows. AEW and WWE. They're both doing a fucking piss poor job at generating interest. The only difference is one is making money and one is not. Every Monday, every Friday, every Wednesday. WWE on Monday and Friday, AEW on Wednesday. Every week for quite a while now. There's been glimmers of greatness here and there from WWE. The MJF Bobby Lashley storyline, Hurt Syndicate storyline has been the best television that they've produced all year. There's literally no other story coming out of AEW that even is remotely interesting. It's all shit. It's all shit. It's literally me taking my cat's wet shit and throwing it at the wall, and it splatters all over the fucking place. So it's exactly what they do. Wherever it lands, it lands. That's their mentality. There are glimmers of hope. There are glimmers of greatness in these shows. But largely, these shows are fucking boring. I don't know how many commercial breaks I had to sit through. But the main event itself had fucking 7 minutes of commercial break. Why? I felt like I watched 2.5 hours of a wrestling show and 1.5 hours of it was fucking commercial. I'm not lucky enough to watch it on a VPN internationally here in New York. I have to sit through the commercial breaks. I get commercials. I don't like the overabundance of commercials and then everything else that's not a story. There are glimmers of greatness on this show. But if you look up and down this show, what exactly is interesting to you? What is interesting to you? The Gunther Pat McAfee stuff was very good. Seemingly moved on, and he's eyeing the World Championship right now. Something we got to wait for. 3 weeks, we got to wait for it. Logan Paul and Jey Uso. Are you guys enthralled by Logan Paul and Jey Uso? I know I'm not. I don't give a fuck about their story. Logan Paul cut a great promo tonight. Great energy in his segment. Do I care? Do you care? No. No, you don't. If you do care and you're telling me you do care, you're a fucking bullshit artist. You don't care. The Judgment Day? What are we doing with the Judgment Day? Every single week we got Balor and Dom, tit for tat. They do something that gets them angry. Dominic needs a new member. Finn doesn't want a new member. Finn's been talking to Roxanne. Finn wants Roxanne in the Judgment Day. Liv is not there. They can't make a decision until Liv gets back. Okay. It's great. I'll talk about that. There is some positive to come out of that. But was it interesting enough to leave you wanting more tonight? No. No, it wasn't. Money in the Bank qualifiers are great. I'm not saying we shouldn't have Money in the Bank qualifiers, but there's no story going into those. Let's get everybody into a match. Let's get everybody that we want into the Money in the Bank, and then we'll figure it out on who wins the briefcase. That's all it is. Then we got the big faction that's overtaking Raw. Hasn't really done much of anything lately. After that first couple weeks where their vision was finally coming into fruition, What have they done? Every week it's a match and a brawl, a match and a brawl, a match that ends in a DQ and a brawl. That's not a story, folks. That's not a story. That's just lazy. Like, I get that they have a Saturday night's main event where things are going to hopefully become a little bit more fulfilling. But didn't we get the same ending that we got tonight last week? The show ends in a big brawl. There's a fight between all four guys. Okay. Does that generate excitement to you? I know it doesn't for me. It's like booking a fucking video game. It's like playing a video game. Oh, yeah, look at that. Someone comes out, you book an interference, and then we'll go on to the next week. There's no story. Where is the story? Where is the captivating dialogue here? Or did we just give up and are just waiting for SummerSlam? Is that what we're doing? Is WWE not giving a fuck about Backlash and Saturday night's main event and Saudi? Oh, but it doesn't stop you from booking fucking a myriad of shows around Memorial Day weekend because, AEW has Double or Nothing on Sunday. So, yeah, let's go into their playground and fuck up their sandbox. They got one show. You know what? We'll do 4 shows that weekend. Fuck them. They put more effort into throwing shade and fucking things up for AEW. They put more effort into that than anything. Than into their own show. I am not interested in what they're selling. I'm not. It's all fucking garbage. It's lazy. It's rinse and repeat. It's exactly what it is. It's rinse and repeat. That's all it is. We're getting into WWE. We're getting into AEW. I'm not standing for this bullshit anymore. You want me to go back to the negative JD? I'll go back to the negative JD. I can't physically say, oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm going to be hopeful about where this is going. No. Now, I need results. I'm tired of fucking sitting here waiting. And most of the time, it's just fucking nothing. Where is it? Where is it going? What are you doing to serve me this week? Let me get excited. Fucking book me something that I could get excited about next week. I got nothing.